Alright, we got a ZV Xena Warrior Princess. Now, do you think not Captain Kirk, do you think Mr. P Twins, do you think we're going to see a macro game on here? Do you think we're going to see our opponents for the first match of the first round of this tournament go ahead and try to end their first game very quickly?
I actually think they're going to have a macro game because I actually have been coaching Kirk for maybe about a week now. And I've basically only taught him macro Zerg, not aggressive at all, so
let's go ahead and see how this turns out. At the top right, we do have none other than G-Dog, one of Chiron's homie G Willikers. Gonna go ahead and spawn as I'm gonna call it red. I'm gonna call it red at the top right, and at the bottom right, we're gonna have in a beautiful green color, Captain Kirk. Gonna go ahead and spawn, send his overlord immediately to his far left position. And go on.
You go.
And likewise, G-Dog's gonna go ahead and send his overlord in a similar clockwise position, direction. And this overlord is actually gonna be on the money. On the other hand, Captain Kirk isn't gonna get the advantage of having his overlord plop right into his opponent's base as soon as possible.
Yeah. Kirk does like to go for that early pull. Obviously, we're not gonna see one this game, but right now, I guess they're just mirroring each other.
Alright, we do have our production tabs up, and it's looking like any mirror matchup where we are seeing both people play copycat with each other. And the first drone is out for G-Dog. It looks like he does want to take his natural expansion. Going to go down at about 235, 237. And are we going to see the same for Captain Kirk? It looks like he's putting. It looks like he has the same idea.
We actually see both players going for the exact same thing. Yeah, they're just mirroring each other still. This is what I love about ZVZ. It's always the exact same play usually, unless someone goes for an 8-pool or something like that.
Now, I'm very interested to see how these players use their overlords, because typically in ZVZs you're going to see these overlords make a nice little line, give sight of a lot of the map, because Zerg actually won't be able to do much with these against scouting overlords that are going to go ahead and keep a good eye on what their opponent's doing when their opponent moves out of their base.
Yep, and now we see Kirk not really moving his overlords, or all his overlords mostly, where as well as G-Dog has all of his overlords not in his base.
And the Captain Kirk getting out the initial Zerglings is going to go ahead and tap these watchtowers, I believe, and then go ahead and check the waters of his opponent. G-Dog, on the other hand, already has his gas identical to his opponent, but actually Captain Kirk hasn't opted for his gas.
Yeah,
hasn't opted for his gas yet.
Yeah, he hasn't been favoring gas play at all. As well as we see G-Dog coming out with some 6-lings and Kirk coming out with a lot of aggressive lings.
Great, and for G-Dog, the speed is on the way, but at the same time, Captain Kirk is now going to go ahead and start mining his Vespian gas, which is going to put his speed very far behind his opponent.
As well as we see G-Dog throwing down the Roach Warren.
Which player would you say is on the playing defensively right now the most?
Definitely Kirk. Throwing down the Spine Crawler, droning out fairly hard. Hitting his injects fairly well as well.
And both players do have a nice eye on the attack path. They both will see, will be able to see if and when their opponent moves out to be aggressive or to poke. And let's keep an eye on these thirds, because with this lack of gas that Captain Kirk started off with, I would think that it may be opting to go ahead and grab a third faster than his opponent.
Yeah, Kirk barely not seeing all those links. Oh, now he sees them. But Kirk actually had a bit of tunnel vision early game.
Excellent. And G-Dog is going around the world. Going to go ahead and clear these towers up. But he has nothing. But his Zerglings are helpless against this scouting overlord. We're just gonna go ahead and keep a nice eye on G-Dog's ramp.
Yes, actually sending 2 links to both towers. Kirk's not overreacting a bit. He's just taking his gas, playing some standard game.
And this does look very standard because one opponent went ahead and got the Roach one pretty early, and the other opponent is going to go ahead and get their Baneling's Nest. And this may be just a dance between armies until they can both get a higher tech unit or get some kind of drastic advantage.
Definitely. Over on Red's vision, we see that he's not actually droning up a lot. He's going for maybe an aggressive approach, more or less.
Alrighty, well, we see the lair, which can go ahead and help with the Roach tech, with the Roach upgrades. It can also opt for that Spire to go down faster than his opponent.
Oh, Kirk throwing down 24 lings. He could actually be really aggressive and maybe beat his opponent with all those lings.
Yeah, I think definitely right now, with G-Dog having this tech advantage in the woodworks, I think actually CptKirk, it's in his best interest to go ahead and find an opening to either end the game or cripple his opponent's economy.
Yeah. Still not droning up that much. Kirk staying ahead in the macro game.
And 11 Banelings are on the way, and I think we're going to see a big attack hitting G-Dog's door very soon.
I think we might see Kirk going for the aggressive side. Oh no, 10 drones. Maybe he's just getting ready just to see if G-Dog's going to have a giant attack.
And it's looking like a bit of a standoff. Both players gonna go ahead and play it safe, trying to make sure that they have the advantage going into the engagement.
Yeah. Oh, and when Kirk went for those 4 early gas, he's throwing down. He has 2 Evo chambers right now, probably going for so he can get that upgrade, so he can get ahead of his opponent in upgrades.
No gases taken on the natural of G-Dog. G-Dog went ahead and used his layer tech to go ahead and take that roach upgrade, the tunneling claws, and I really like that. I feel like that's pretty uncommon. I haven't seen that as much as I would like to in ZVZ.
Yeah, and what's great about this is most Zergs in ZVZ, they don't get overseers, so he might be able to beat Zerg if he can micro well enough.
Would you consider this a metagame situation?
Actually, definitely, because both players throwing down the Spire. That's kind of interesting to see.
All right, so we see both players throwing down the Spire. Let's go ahead and check our opponent. Let's go ahead and check each person's gas. See who's going to have the advantage if they time their larva out just nice. And it does look like CptKirk has the gas advantage, and if they go to a muta on muta battle, I think CptKirk may be able to just dwarf his opponent in pure muta numbers.
Yeah, as well as ground numbers. Kirk coming out with more roaches, more lings, better upgrades as well. He's getting glue reconstitution, roach speed, and he's coming out with centrifugal hooks, which means baneling speed. So
excellent.
He plans on killing all those roaches. Definitely with banelings.
And CptKirk moving out, showing a big chunk of his Ling army. Gonna go ahead and take this one tower, and it looks like he's gonna go ahead and just take a defensive position. I'm assuming both of them just want to sit tight until they either get a mutaball or we do see an infestation layer pig going down for G-Dog, opting for that hive as soon as possible.
I actually find this really interesting. Kirk is throwing down 2 macro hatches and a second Spire, so he's going for double ops on his mutas.
Wow. No, I've seen I've seen 2 spires. I've seen people do that before.
Yeah, the Leanox Spire build.
Yeah, it's awesome. Great.
Pretty actually interesting because I've never seen it in a matchup like a ZVZ. I've always seen it in something like ZVT.
Yeah, that's right.
Stefano's also build includes double upgrades on his spires.
Excellent. And CptKirk is working on his 3rd, except however on the other end of the world, G-Dog doesn't look like he has any interest in taking a 3rd. He wants to go ahead and take these gases, try and get a bustling economy, try to get that official 2 base economy.
As you see, CptKirk still leading in drones, and definitely in drones and in Banelings and Lings. Oh, not Lings anymore.
And the
G-Dog coming out with lots of Lings.
And we're gonna see. Ooh, and G-Dog gonna go ahead. Looks like he may have spotted the 3rd, and he may be moving out to go ahead and either scout or to go ahead and do some harassment. This makes me reminiscent of just seeing infestors burrowed and going behind the enemy lines, but instead this time we may just see a pack of roaches go ahead and take advantage of this lack of overseer on the map.
You see Kirk top right having those meters right in the corner of his base.
Yes,
he actually
yes.
might be engaging this. Lings at G-Dog's 3rd.
And both armies are pretty much both armies keep just dancing with each other, trying to get the best position.
Kirk popping out with more roaches and the ups for his mutas and his roaches.
7 mutas on the way, Mr. G-Dog. G-Dog wanting to go ahead and turn this into a muta action. Let's look at the compositions. We have muta and zerglings for G-Dog. And we have a nice pack of healthy banelings for CptKirk, as well as a pack of roaches. As well as a pack of mutas. And here come the roaches finding the 3rd. These rocks have not been taken care of quite yet.
Might he snipe all these drones? That will definitely put G-Dog ahead at least a little bit. Oh, sniping the queen first. That's great. Less injects for Kirk. That means less units.
Alrighty, so CptKirk is getting his 3rd harass. Let's see if this forces him into feeling like he needs to attack right back, or if he's going to go ahead and just take care of the situation.
Ooh, in the burrow. Sniping Kirk's 3rd and taking out all the drones. Great move by G-Dog.
Excellent. These roaches are going to go ahead and head on back home. They did exactly what they came here for. We have a pack of zerglings running in. They want to do some harassment as well. They're going to meet a few of their cousins.
Not doing much to G-Dog. Only maybe him losing a few Lings. If you look in the units lost tab though, Kirk lost a lot more than G-Dog has.
Yep. Yeah. Almost getting close to twice as much in resources.
Oh my gosh, so many roaches. A few infestors popping out for G-Dog.
And what do you think CptKirk is being a bit too passive right now?
Yeah, definitely. Just not attacking whatsoever, and he's not doing anything with his army.
I feel like he needs to either be expanding right now, or he needs to go ahead and just put on the pressure, or else he may fall more, or else he may find himself falling behind a little bit more and a little bit more as time goes by. But
yeah, he actually is starting to fall behind in the units tab because he's just letting G-Dog macro as much as he wants for free.
But both Zergs are on 2 bases at the moment. This 3rd going up right now for CptKirk. But
more upgrades coming out of Kirk.
I think G-Dog is getting his maxed army that he wants, and then he's going to go ahead and go for the pounce, go for the kill.
Definitely. Kirk definitely favoring those roaches over infestors and other units, because No, I haven't seen him produce anything but roaches. Past few minutes. No more mutas, no more. Well,